Fact is, men need women. More accurately, the masculine needs the feminine. My promise to you is that by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to deal with loneliness while you're single. In fact, you're going to start to see it as a good thing. And if that seems too good to be true, watch this video to the end because you are exactly the kind of person who needs it. So I've been happily single for over a year now, but that has not always been the case. In fact, I've made nearly every mistake in the book when it comes to dating, honesty, and being alone, and I'm not proud to say that. But let's use all of my mistakes as learning lessons for you so you don't have to make them. Let me tell you a story really quick about one of the mistakes that I made. So I'm 21 years old, I'm graduating college, right, in a week. And I'm in a cold sweat sitting on my bed whenever she asks me, this is it. Do you want me or not? And the girl I'm looking at is Elaine. Elaine is this girl that I've been casually seeing for 6 months. And casual started to feel like a real relationship with the flowers, I love yous, and she even bought a dress for my graduation so she could meet my parents. And I told my parents about her. We planned a party together. We had things set. And now, less than 7 days away from graduation, she's giving me an ultimatum that if we don't make it official, she's ending things. And in this moment, I make the wrong choice. I say yes. Elaine is great as someone that I'm casually seeing, but I know, I don't just think, bro, I know it's not going to work out in the long run. Our values are different. We fight all the time. She still has 2 years of college left after I graduate, but I love her. And to be completely raw with you, I'm afraid of being alone. And as soon as I say the words, okay, baby, I feel this part inside of myself change. I can feel myself become more of a bitch because I know that I just made that decision out of scarcity. What you need to understand is the girl you choose for your life is going to make or break it, bro. Of course it's important. And fuck the alpha male bullshit of women ain't shit, king. Bro, of course they are. The only people who genuinely hate on women are the ones who got dumped at 16 and are still dreaming about her. Oh, Abigail. I'll tell you something that you might already know, but you need to hear again, and it's the reason this video is going to change your life. The only people who get into good relationships are the ones who are okay without them. Because the most attractive thing to a woman is non-neediness. Because if you're single and you can't take care of yourself, bro, how are you ever going to be able to take care of her? And this is the test that the real baddies look for and they don't tell you about. It's, are you capable? And it's not your fault if you don't know these truths about loneliness or relationships, because we've grown up in an era with shit role models that never tell us things explicitly. And I am far from perfect, but I'm at least going to try and tell you my mistakes. For you to conquer loneliness and actually love being single, you have to understand and master 2 sides of yourself. And these are the 2 things that finally made relationships click for me and killed my loneliness. And that's exactly what I'm about to teach you. If you don't already know me, my name's Luke. We're a gang of like-minded young men no longer settling for the monotony and depression of an average social life. Hit subscribe right now if you want to be a part of that. The first force that you must understand is the biological drive we have to reproduce. It is a natural human response to crave companionship, bro. Don't ever let anyone make you feel weird for that. We are all hardwired to look for a mate because biologically, it's our main purpose in life to reproduce, to continue the species. And don't get my words twisted, bro. I'm not saying that's all there is to life. But what I am saying is that if your brain doesn't think that you are in a place to meet that need, you are going to obsess over girls until it does. But when you are in this state of neediness, what kind of relationships do you get? Either none or bottom shelf ones, bro, with girls who are also needy. And you may think, oh, that's great, we'll need each other. No, bro, stop being a chump who fucking settles. Because think for a minute, bro. Critically think, why are girls needy? Because just like you, they have unresolved trauma. Almost every person does, bro, to varying degrees. Meaning any relationship that you get into with a girl, more likely than not, you're going to become a fixer. This is where she's creating problems in her own life and expects you to fix all of them for her. And you happily do it. Because 1, she needs to feel cared about by someone. And 2, you feel like you have to prove yourself that you are worthy. So this way, she finally feels secure that someone loves her, and you finally feel secure that you're worthy of being loved. It's like you know that she would never leave you, you could never lose her because you do so much. You do so much for her. But she will keep creating problems. She will keep being upset with herself and life and you until you fix them. And this is such a tiring way to live for both of you. And I know this, bro, because every long-term relationship I've had, I've been a fixer. Honestly, I never believed that I was enough just being myself with girls. I felt like I had to go just this extra mile above and beyond to prove myself. So I'm in my single arc now, so that I can understand myself and work out my unresolved trauma so that I don't only feel loved, valuable, and indispensable whenever I'm fixing her shit. But what do most men do to satisfy this biological need? They watch porn, because seeing pixels through a screen of other guys piping the girls that they want is enough for them. Absolute chump move. And I'm not gonna dance around shit and say the P word, because someone needs to look you in the eyes and have a real conversation with you for once. I don't care if I get demonetized, bro. This is the way I wish someone would have spoken to me. You have to realize that porn is a pill that you pop every time that you feel lonely just to numb the pain. And it wouldn't be awful, it really wouldn't be awful, if it didn't make you weird as fuck. Because not only does it train your brain to objectify women to the point where you can't even speak to them like a human being, but you're also Pavlov's dogging yourself into becoming a cuck. Meaning if every time you get off it's to another guy having sex with the girl that you want, how do you think you're going to get turned on? The worst part is the more you use it, the more that you rely on it, and the lonelier that you feel. The second force that you must master is your goal-striving mechanism. Now, you might not have heard of this one before. If you are a man with some sense of masculinity, you naturally have this built into you. You naturally have this part of yourself that wants to achieve things. It's how we are built. If we don't feel like we're making progress towards something, we tend to feel like shit. And it's why you watch videos like this. Because you are ambitious. You want something out of life. You want to improve yourself. A great way to not feel so lonely all the time is to have something to strive for. Something important to get good at. Something that means something to you. But how most men use this part of themselves is video games. Because they're easy. They're rewarding. But they are evil in the fact that they are built to hijack this part of your brain. Look at it like this, bro. You only have 100 energy points throughout the day to get what you want out of life. And if you drain them into video games, sure, you will get rewarded in the virtual world. But you close the laptop screen, you look at your life and everything is shit, bro. You have no shawties in your phone, no friends hitting you up. You haven't taken the trash out, bro. Come on, it stinks in here. You must make the decision right now of where you are going to put your energy points, because there's always consequences. When you act in the real world, you get the rewards of action. And when you don't, you face the consequences of inaction. Porn and video games are stealing both of these natural drives from you and keeping you lonely. Truth is, bro, if you were single right now, you are in your building stage. Congratulations. Right now you have more motivation to make something of your life than any other time. I don't care about the people who are all like, do it for yourself, king. No, bro, do it for women. Masculine men do things to attract women. No cap, it's one of our most powerful desires that we have. Now let's use that to fix your life. Step 1, create something to strive for. We're first going to focus on mastering your goal-striving mechanism in 2 ways. The first is by quitting video games. All right, at least for now, because what we're doing is we're resetting your brain to enjoy normal life again. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to find your thing. Firstly, with quitting video games, I'm not going to go into the science of habits, bro. I have other videos for that. But basically, the first thing you have to do is hold your hand up and say, I have a problem. I want to change the way that my mind thinks. And I have to stop playing video games if I'm going to do that. You have to first admit that to yourself. Next, make a commitment to stop playing video games after 30 days. We're not going to cold turkey it, bro, because you're just going to go back. Next, tell someone about it. And don't bitch out. Do this right now, bro. Literally text or call someone and just say, hey, I'm doing this 30-day challenge. Quitting video games after 30 days. Text your mom, bro. She'll love it. Lastly, set up a tracker like this where you can see how much you played video games each day. And your goal is to get less total time each week until week 5 is none. This in itself is a game. And one extra thing, and probably the most important, is set up your environment in a way to make playing video games harder. Put your PS5 in another room. Delete your games so you have to re-download them every time. Unplug your laptop when you're done using it. Second part of this is find your thing. A lot of the gurus online tell you to find your purpose. But bro, it puts way too much pressure on it that you don't know where to start. The fact is, it doesn't matter what you choose to put your time into. You just have to choose something. Choose something right now. First thing that comes to mind that you've always wanted to try. In fact, fuck it, bro. Fuck it, we ball.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, this is Luke. I was wondering if you guys had like a first trial class. I know this is like a really weird time to be calling at 6:55 a.m. on a Sunday, but yeah, whenever you guys are free, just give me a call back. I'm telling you, bro, as soon as you quit video games, you reset this mechanism within yourself and you start to enjoy normal life again. Because you realize that every part of life is a game, and it's a fun game. You just haven't been able to see it recently because there are no hit markers in real life. And at first, it will be hard learning this new hobby. You're learning the basics, but you'll start to see that hours pass without you even recognizing it. and the feeling of fulfillment that you get from putting in the work into something in real life kills loneliness faster than anything. At the same time that you find something fulfilling, you also just become a more sick guy to be around because you have shit going on in your life now. Step 2 is master your masculine edge. Just quit porn, bro. And do it the exact same way that you quit video games. Admit you want to change, make a commitment, and tell someone. Track your progress, set up your environment, but tackle one habit at a time. I swear, bro, if you try and do both at once, I will beat your ass. I will do it. I'll find you. Hard truth is if you do both of these things at once, you're going to fail. And it's going to be better if you never even watch this video in the first place, because at least you won't feel guilty. Changing habits requires all of your focus on one thing at a time. Tackle video games first, because it's going to make quitting porn easier. And as soon as you master this side of yourself, you feel a difference. Not only are you hella motivated to go out and talk to people, especially girls, but you start to get treated differently because people see it in the way that you stand, the way that you act. You're different now, somehow more confident, more masculine. As soon as you start being treated differently, you are never going to want to go back. Both of these things become a self-rewarding and addicting cycle, but you have to get through the hard period first. Now, welcome, boys, to the gang members only section, where I talk about some things that might be a little bit controversial, but are actually going to help you in the long run. This advice is going to be very applicable to you after you finish the first 2 steps. Once you master these 2 sides of yourself, you're going to be ahead of most guys. If you watch videos like this, you're going to be ahead of most guys. You're going to start to notice a lot more attraction from women. And at this point, you may be thinking that you want to stay single, figure yourself out, or maybe you just have things more important in your life than women right now, which you should. If this is the case, bro, see girls casually. If you were just out of a breakup, it reminds you there are other girls out there. She was not the one. There is no one girl for you, bro. You just bonded with someone because you spent lots of time either with them or thinking about them. And she may have been great, bro. You guys might have been a fantastic fit, but going on a few fun dates, even with girls that you don't see a long-term future with, will make you realize, oh shit, I can get this fun feeling with other people too. It shows your brain that the world is full of incredible women. Because it is, bro. There are billions of people on this earth. And you're telling me only one would fit with you. The only rule with this is that you must be honest. If a girl asks your intention, tell her. Every time. And of course, not all girls are going to be down. But you'll be surprised not only with how many girls give you hella respect just for being straight up, but also how many girls want the exact same thing. Because girls don't have to feel like you are the man that they're going to have babies with and live happily ever after. But they do have to feel like you were honest with them. The fact is, bro, everyone has periods of being alone. This is not going to be your first or last period of it. But the entire process this video is based around is becoming the kind of guy that you enjoy being with. Because when you are alone, you are the person that you spend the most time with. And if you don't like that guy, it's going to be hell. But when you master yourself, you can start to look in the mirror and think, this is a pretty sick motherfucker. I kind of like this guy. And then you almost start to love spending time with yourself. Bro, just imagine for a second how freeing that's going to feel. I can't wait for you to have that. Like this video, save it to a playlist if it was helpful so you can come back to it. Leave a comment because you know they inspire me and every other man only one step behind you. And lastly, bro, if you watch this video to the end, I know that you not only have the attention span, but the willpower to change the rest of your social life. I picked this video out to help with your next step. Watch it right now and act now and become unstoppable.